Hi, David here of Lancaster Honda. Here we've got a Honda E. It's an advanced model, so it's got all the bells and whistles on this one, and it's an ex-demonstrator, so it's on just under 1,000 miles. I think it's quite literally on 999 miles. So what I'll do on this video is just show you around some of the features you get, because I'm sure you've not seen too many. First of which is a keyless entry. As you've seen, I've just entered within 3 feet of the car. It's just popped the door handle out for me. So what I'll be doing, as I was saying, is I'll just show you the condition of the vehicle, and I'll just show you some of the features. So the first place we'll start is just with the alloys at the back. So it's just a nice black design on those. Nice little black side skirt down there. So there's a little bit of contrast going on with the privacy glass and black roof. So as we move on anyway, you may notice there's no wing mirrors on this. It's more aerodynamic to have a little camera there. So especially for electric vehicles where you want all the range you can, that's a really good move. There's no damage to any of the alloys, but I'll go around them anyway just to prove the point. And you do get parking sensors, and there's quite a few of them, as you may notice. 1, 2, 3 there, 3 on each side of the bonnet. What I'll do as well, just before we go too far, show you how the charge port works. So you just click that across, and there are all your connector types there. And when something's plugged in, just so you don't fall into the same trap I did, you do have to press that to release it. So I'll just close that up again. So moving on anyway, you may be able to tell it has got a metallic paint, this one. It's a lot more visible in person. And down the side you can see no dents to be seen anywhere, no issues with the bodywork. I mean, it's on less than 1,000 miles, so you wouldn't expect it anyway. Then onto the back, got parking sensors along the rear. You also have reverse camera there. And just so you know, they're both in here. You do get both your charging cables. So that's your home one with your 3-pin plug, if you can just see it there. And that's your sort of more standard charger you might be familiar with, that plugs into a wall socket, just like that one over there. And then just underneath there, you've got your tyre inflation kit as well. So that's got quite decent sized boot, really, considering that it's quite a small vehicle with a big battery under the floor. And then rear door handles, you just push that bit in there, it just pops open. So in the back, just one big bench seat. You can actually fold the seat down, I'll just show you that now. It doesn't have a 60-40 split, but it does go flat, so that's quite handy. You can definitely move more than you'd think you could in here. And then you do get, as I've already left them open, a couple of USB chargers just down there. We'll just close those up. And then you also have a little light button there. And we'll just make sure that stays on. So there's going to be quite a few features to go through here. So you also have a, as it's got keyless entry, we'll just open the door and close it here in 1 second. You can just press those 3 little dots if you get your thumb on it properly. Apparently it's not having it this time. 1 moment. It's probably because I'm too close actually with it. Oops, not having that this time. We'll do that on the way out then instead. But as you get in, you do get electric windows all around. Obviously there's no power folding mirrors this time because, well, there's no mirrors, there's just cameras, which are just there, as you can see. Doesn't take much to get used to those. And this is another feature of the vehicle. As soon as you get in, it does start itself up. And as you can see there, mileage 999. So the feature I think most of you will be interested in is all the screens in here. I'll just make sure that's turned down. Well, dismiss that. So you do get 2 screens. You can control both from here. One of the key things you can do though is if your passenger does want to take over, there's a little button just up here. You press that, just pushes your screen across. So I'll zoom out a little bit for that one. So they are connected. So it's almost like when you've got 2 PC screens set up and you can send things from one to another. So you can use that one there. And as you can see, you can then scroll through everything and it all works like one big screen there. Really nice system to use. So with it being an advanced model, you do get things like navigation as well. You've got heated seats in this one. And what I'll do is I'll just show you quickly some of the features inside. So you do have your HDMI port there, so if you really want to, you can have a passenger using that screen as their own, connected, where is it, to the HDMI port there. You've also got a couple of USB sockets down there, power outlet, and then you've also got a proper 3-pin plug in here, so you can actually use multiple devices in here. You've also got a nice little pocket just down there, not a bad place to keep the key. So just back onto this little panel, you do get climate control. However, I'll turn that off, just save some battery life. So back onto here, what I'll do is I'll just show some of the features you can scroll through. So there's a little wheel there and you can flick through multiple little things. So it's not got full charge at the moment. I'll just see if I can focus that a little bit there. So it's currently on 70% charge and it's got a 64-mile range. So it doesn't help that this has been a demonstrator just because it makes the mileage look a little bit lower than it will be. But on normal usage, you should be getting about 100 miles to a charge. So moving on to the wheel itself anyway, you do have all your sort of cruise control settings and your lane keep assist settings here. That's your lane keep assist button, and there's your distance from the vehicle in front for your adaptive cruise. Just below that, you get heated steering wheel, so that's again something you only get in the advanced model. And over to the other side of the wheel, you've got all your volume controls, and that's what I was just using there to flick through the trick computer stuff. So you can press in the wheel, you can press in the home button, then you got your back button there. And then just behind that, you've got automatic lights, automatic wipers, and then don't be confused by these paddle shifters, because they're not actually paddle shifters. They adjust your if I can get this word out properly this time, your regenerative braking. So if you want more of that, use the plus button. If you want less, well, shifter, you use the minus shifter there. Then coming down, you do have gear selector here. So it is automatic, so you've just got park, reverse, neutral, drive. Then you've got your one pedal mode there, which is where you get your regenerative braking. And just down there, you've got your electronic parking brake with your brake hold, and then you've got your drive mode, so you can go into like power, etc. So you've got normal or sport, I should call it. So normal, you should use a little less range if you're using that one. So as you may notice, there's quite a lot of space down here because you don't have a big tunnel like in most vehicles. So that's where they've cleverly put your cup holder. Really nice design there, so you can just tuck it out of the way if you're not using it. It does give quite a lot of room. For example, you could probably throw a bag down there if you really wanted to. I personally wouldn't recommend it, but it is extra space. And then what I'll do is I'll just finish up this video with a couple of extra little features. So just up here, you've got a few sort of quick touch buttons, so you can change the volume with that if you want to. You can flick the audio on or off. And then where we're looking, and this one here, my favourite little button, shows you all your cameras there. So as you can see exactly where you are with a top-down view. And then what we'll do is we'll pop it in reverse as well. And there's what you get when you're in reverse. So there's loads of different camera angles in here. You can certainly find the one that works for you best. And I'll just make sure we're back in park. And then just before I finish, got a nice mirror there, barely any frame, and sunroof just above. So there's definitely quite a few features in this model. Certainly a nice little vehicle if you don't do many miles and you just do a lot of city driving, because it's quite small. Never have to worry about the fuel with it because it's electric. And it charges up really quick as well. So if there's something you want to know about this vehicle, which I'm sure for one of you that's looking at it, there will be, don't hesitate to get in contact with us and we'll see what we can do to help out. Thanks, take care, bye.